Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition. This is my play by email match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player, and for me it is the Allied side. It's now 7th February 42, the day after the third Navy battle at Singapore, Mersing. And the day after many of my British-Dutch cruisers are lost. First, I sent out one of my torpedo boats to maybe find a damaged ship, but no. There's a heavy cruiser formation, and they're looking all very healthy. American submarine is able to find here a very small cargo ship. One shell hit is enough to start heavy fire, so maybe this one will burn out. And yesterday my fleet was able to protect Singapore. Here's a light cargo ship loading or unloading supplies or whatever. This is now a port of Singapore. So yesterday I had, I think, 4 battles. The Japanese was never able to enter and bombard Singapore, but today they are coming with even more cruisers. So Deaniks is still pushing for bombardment of Singapore. And my submarines trying to get a hit on an enemy ship. And I get a hit on Fuso. So Fuso is still alive, but I get out of 6 torpedoes 1 hit. Even if this will not sink Fuso, that is additional damage. And I don't know more. Yeah, these are my heavy cruisers from yesterday, the bombardment. I tried to call them into Singapore to get repair, because I don't expect that Deaniks will send anything to Singapore after this heavy battles, but he still did it. And now we met again in a night engagement, and Java got a torpedo hit. So I'm here outclassed once again. And I will maybe lose even more ships. Tornadoes is burning, but I get a hit also, but of course no penetration. The next British cruiser is burning. I'm low on shells, I'm out of torpedoes, my ships are damaged, at least partly. And Deaniks is coming with more and more equipment. Singapore is really a fortress, and all the focus is on Singapore in this game. Manila, Clarkfield, not much happening. And the next penetration hit. Nope, this was no penetration. Naja, all the shells are now hitting the water, or my ships will not hit the base. So we're at 2,000 yards. Super close range. Hit the belt armor, no penetration, again no penetration. All upper work hits, so means system damage and fire damage, no penetration. No, the 14 centimeter then don't have any penetration power. But they are good for killing destroyers. This is also burning. Now Trump took a hit. Oh yeah, I get one hit on the destroyer, but not really inflicting damage. Ah, there's a hit with fire. The first Japanese ship on fire this night. We're back to 2000. Yeah, the British cruiser is lost. Too many hits in short time. Too much fire damage and system damage. ISIS is also a wreck. So this is more or less, I would say, the end for my Dutch-British cruiser formation at Singapore. I have maybe 2 or 3 ships left. And this double torpedo hit. Oh, I was able to escape.
Hello, you fighting orphans of the Pacific. This is your favorite enemy, Orphan Anne, at Radio Tokyo, with music to lift your spirits and words to depress your morale. But first, Imperial General Headquarters announced today that the Imperial Navy has achieved another great victory near Singapore, with the sinking of 2 carriers, a battleship, and numerous cruisers and destroyers.
So this battle cost me for sure Java, the British cruiser. I don't know which class this is. If this is also Italy. I don't know if it's a D class cruiser. Strange. Maybe it's the Australian cruiser and they have other name now. ISIS is heavily damaged. I don't know. I only once stand down in port of Singapore, but always something happened and the cruiser is going down, that was sure. Leander cruiser. Naja. First bombardment in one go. Let's say this. only disabled, but still it will block all approach of the Japanese to take Rangoon. And maybe the Japanese stopped the bombardment. I don't know why. Maybe there's really no shells left. Yeah. So Oshio is heavily damaged, but only heavily damaged. No fire so far. Hit but no explosion. Nothing here. Oh, 2 hits. Oh, must be a critical hit. And we have here surface engagement, but good. I get a little revanche. So Oshio was already heavily damaged, and now it's I think completely destroyed by 3 torpedo hits. Yeah. Now I only have the issue that I don't know if this was the destroyer, only the destroyer, or maybe also Fuso go down. Naja. Some ground bombardments in China. And the Japanese are back to attack Clark Field. Oh, but this was only a ground attack. So damaging my troops. Because I think, yeah, last one was the first attack on Clark Field. And I was able to hold. I try to use my B-17D, so the long-range bombers, to make also a ground attack. But it simply is not working. There's city, light urban. Too much cover for the forces. And the Japanese catching up with my retreating forces. I tried to reach Kuantan, but this unit was too slow and is now destroyed. Bombardment juncture. Not that Kuantan will any thing change. I would still lose the battle there. This is also a unit getting destroyed, but there was nothing more inside. The next attack on Clark Field, but my reinforcements arrived. And the Japanese are not strong enough, so even with only fort level 1, I can hold easily. Let's say this. I have a lot of disabled, but the Japanese also have a lot of disabled, and this will favor me, at least in the short run. The bombardment of Singapore. So the Japanese still have nothing really crazy powerful left. The division already, both divisions are out of action, and the rest is small fish. So no real danger, even if there's IAV for the Japanese in total, but it's not where we concentrate. So I don't know which unit would be able to take over the city. Bombardment at Manila. This is my counter battery fire my test battery fire to see how strong is the Japanese here now. And you can see that I am even stronger than the Japanese. So Manila is also safe. Still, this night engagement was a clear victory for the Japanese Navy. But still, I was able to inflict additional damage to the battleship and destroyer. Good. See you soon. Okay, so now I have really no ships left, even if I want to defend Singapore. But first, the air war was light. I lost my 2 aircraft on Java, and I cannot see any destroyed aircraft on the ground, so maybe Fuso is still alive. Or the ships, the airplanes left the battleship already before, who knows. So 2 aircraft lost, but and 1 missing pilot. One I fish out of, one I pick up out of the water, and the other one is no more seen. Yeah, and ships lost. It was more or less one-sided. Of course, Fuso, hard to say, maybe, maybe not. 2 destroyers lost. Osho went down for sure. That is a first-class destroyer, a better one with 6-barrel 5-inch. But I also lost Java. Still, Java is a single-mounted design. I think they're outdated. And yeah, this is Australian. So this was also, I think this is a C-class cruiser from the C or D class. From the British, they're all single mount and they're all outdated on only 5,000 tons. So they're all light cruisers. Nothing too much I would really miss them in the long run. Still, a lot of cruisers and destroyers lost in damage in this last 2-3 days. So nothing really here to discuss. Hawaii also looks fine. Pearl Harbor is repairing and rearming and doing stuff. Some ships are in upgrade already. Last battleships are repairing. My Northampton cruiser is getting already radar. That is fine. So soon I can move out. 1 or 2 more weeks and everything out of Pearl Harbor can move to a new location. Pago Pago looks fine. Building up faster and faster. You can see airfield level 5 already. So I can run here 4 engine bombers now. I also built up a base to link Suva in Pago Pago for any special events. Savai I also built up. It's a backup base or protection base for Pago Pago nearby. And I think I will also use Wow, whatever. At the next link between all the spaces. Maybe I will also use some base in the north to have simply a chain of bases can protect each other if there's ever really a threat. So far, the attempt from Deaniks against Source East Pacific was very light. He sent, I think, 1 attack division to take these locations, but I really don't see anything. Maybe there's movement for Rabul, but maybe shortlands, but not really more aggressive. My submarines don't detect anything. My Navy search also don't really see a lot. Good. Keep it short. Dutch East Indies are still very well protected. Java, no chance. Singapore itself also looks good. It's maybe not so powerful like before, but I'm building up the next fort level, and the Japanese army is simply broken. But what is also broken is now my navy. I have really nothing left here. I have a heavily damaged battleship. Boise is heavily damaged. The American cruisers are all damaged. I have some destroyers. Okay, I can get back. The Reuter is soon ready. And what else I have? Trump is here and some other destroyers, but these are also heavily damaged. I mean, of course, I have here Singapore, so I can destroyers I can fix in no time. I mean, if 1 or 2 weeks is no time. But the amount of cruisers left is very short. Submarines are also easy to fix. Tja. If I would still say this is a strategic victory because It's already 8th of February, and normally in many other games, the Japanese player have at that time already taken Singapore. And I hold Singapore, I hold all of Java and Dutch East Indies, plus I also hold very strong Rangoon. No chance for the Japanese to take ever Rangoon in this situation. I more or less bombard every day the amount the Japanese can recover, and so this means that it's a stalemate. And I only need to hold Rangoon. Without Rangoon, there's no way for the Japanese to ever push here anything. With control of Rangoon, I still have the Burma Road open and get here my whatever 5,000, 1,000, 2,000 supplies every day for free. I mean, the supplies are really needed because I still cannot get any real supplies very well to Changsha and Xi'an. Xi'an is more critical for me because I want to build up normally the airfield of 8 to get you more aviation support, but I really don't get any supplies to this. My army is still consuming more and more and more and more. My army is still lacking supplies, you can say. And it's hard to get the supplies to over the road. It's possible, but because the Japanese take Pegu, I have not the rail more. And that I think is maybe much more supply flow over the rail. Good. Anything else? Not really. I would say, yeah. I hold Tarakan. I start to build up Tarakan. I also coming here close to level 3 fort. Bali Papan is coming close to a level 3 fort. Even Abon is still, but here I have only so little engineers because this is a mod. You don't have many Dutch engineers. I also hold Clarkfield, and now I have no damage on the base, and I have 37 engineers plus some engineer vehicles. So I think I can build up the fort level soon. And I have now 300 attack value. This sounds not a lot, but this is the triple defense. So if the Japanese don't have at least 1000 AV, I think it's hard for them to break it. And my AV is still, I can even ship 100 or 200 AV more to Clarkfield if I want. I keep an eye on the situation. There is not much more I can see here. So this is not enough, I would say. These are one division, maybe maximum. These are each 2 divisions. I don't know. I'm missing here the focus. Normally you must try to simply break the Americans fast and quickly before they dig in too deep. Of course, we're playing also with stacking limits, so you cannot go unlimited or it will really hurt you. But you could normally go everything on Manila and first take Manila. Anyway, this is Deaniks' decision. I have still some ships I can repair here in the long run, but I think this will not change the war. Good, see you next time. Here, maybe here was some submarines attacking, but I'm maybe out of the... yeah, I'm low on shells and yeah, my torpedoes are not really working. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.